Welcome back. Time for our fill of farm news. Let's check in with Bob Bosold over at Wax.
Hey, good morning. I heard you guys talking about that EAA show over in Oshkosh. You ever been over to that?
No, but I've seen a lot of videos from it, and it is just massive.
I have not, Bob. How
It's
about
really,
you?
I was over there once, and I was over there. Every year they have something a little special. And the year I was over there, they had the Concorde. Remember the Concorde?
yeah.
It could fly across the Atlantic in about 2 hours. And they were offering people rides for like $400 or $500 to go up into Canada, way up into Canada and back in about an hour.
Wow.
And just to see what it was like. I didn't get a chance to do it because they had a big, long line. But, yeah, every year they have something neat over there. But it's quite a show. It really is.
Very cool.
Well, let's take a look at what's going on around here. Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers is not happy with the Trump administration's cuts to the Forest Service and how those cuts will negatively impact forestry in the state. In a second letter the governor has sent to Washington regarding those cuts, Evers said he was strongly opposed to the reduction in the Forest Service programs that support state forestry initiatives just so the administration can cover costs of purging the USDA of its expert workforce. Evers added that many states, not just Wisconsin, depend heavily on forests for economic success, and by cutting staff and services, the administration is causing irreversible harm to the industry. Now, here in Wisconsin, the forestry industry contributes $42 billion to the economy, as about 126,000 jobs are directly tied to forestry. Well, this week's crop progress report shows Wisconsin is some of the best-looking corn and soybeans in the country. Our corn is rated 79% good to excellent, while the soybeans are 75%. The report also shows 34% of our corn is silking, 59% of the soybean crop has blossomed, and 17% of those plants are setting pods. Winter wheat is rated 72% good to excellent across the state this week. 97% of those plants are coloring, and 14% of the winter wheat has now been harvested. The oat crop looking really good as it's rated 83% good to excellent. 94% of the oats are headed. 67% of the plants are turning that beautiful golden color. Well, looking even better than the rest of the crops are the fall potatoes. 90% good to excellent, the rating there, and 3% of that crop has already been harvested. State farmers are also busy with haying as they put up 81% of their second crop, 4% of third crop, and topsoil moisture conditions remain good, the same as last week. 91% adequate to surplus and just 9% short. Nobody's reporting any very short moisture. And nationally, the corn crop 74% good to excellent, about 7 points better than last year. Iowa continues to have the best-looking corn in the country, a rating of 86% good to excellent. Minnesota's crop is 74%. Illinois crop is looking better. That's now up to 70% good to excellent. Also this week, 56% of the corn is silking around the country. 14% of the crop is already in the dough stage. Soybeans are rated 68% good to excellent nationally this week. Iowa continuing to have the best-looking beans, 80% good to excellent. Minnesota beans, 75%. Illinois beans at just 60% good to excellent. As of this week, 62% of the soybeans blooming, 26% are setting pods. Around the country, things are green and growing. Over in the market board yesterday, prices were a little bit lower on the good growing weather, and also some news that China is rapidly buying Brazilian soybeans. Overnight, December corn at $4.18 a bushel, the wheat at $5.70, and November soybeans actually up 4 to 5 cents overnight, sitting at $10.30 a bushel. Cheese prices again yesterday were unchanged as the barrels 166, blocks 164 and a quarter, and that butter price did fall 2 and a quarter cents yesterday. Class 3 futures mix mostly lower. July down 2 at 17.40. That August price is down 6 cents. September barely over $18 now at 18.05, was down 4 cents. Prices mixed through spring. So again, good hot summer weather, and take it easy if you're outside, and make sure your dogs are under a tree and not in the car if you're taking them for a ride, because they'd rather be under a tree with a bowl of water.
Yes, I know my dog would.
Yeah, and that corn is now a lot taller than me.
Oh man, it's taller than everybody. And it's only going to get taller and greener, and boy, it looks good too.
Yeah, it
so
does.
hopefully Mother Nature doesn't cause a problem with a storm.
Yes.
okay.
We'll see. Hey, you guys have a
Goodbye.
good one.
Take care, Bob.
Bye-bye.